Think how ironic that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists, but they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years.
I want to talk about Whoopi Goldberg because I got so many texts this week because she attacked me the week before. Sure. So everybody was like, oh, Bill, I get you're enjoying the karma. First of all, I'm going to talk about this at the end of my show next week, teaser. But they're karma, okay? Get over that.
For years, The View has positioned itself as a platform for bold, unfiltered discussions on politics and culture. However, critics argue that its so-called unfiltered debates are often one-sided, favoring progressive viewpoints while shutting down opposing voices. Now, the long-standing criticism against the show has erupted into a full-blown media firestorm, with Caroline Leavitt and Bill Maher taking center stage in a fierce critique of The View's leading hosts, Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin. At the heart of the controversy is Leavitt's scathing response to what she perceives as relentless hypocrisy and ideological bias on the show. The conservative firebrand refusing to back down has escalated the conflict beyond mere words, launching an $800 million defamation lawsuit against The View, a move that could have serious financial and reputational repercussions for the network and its stars. Maher, never one to shy away from calling out media excesses, joins the conversation with his trademark blend of sharp wit and brutal honesty, amplifying the growing debate over mainstream media's role in shaping political narratives. With ABC executives reportedly scrambling behind the scenes and the legal stakes reaching unprecedented heights, the battle between Leavitt, Maher, and The View isn't just another media spat, it's a defining moment in the fight over media accountability, free speech, and political double standards. Is this the beginning of The View's downfall, or just another controversy in its long history of contentious debates? One thing is certain, the fallout from this showdown is far from over.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay,
now,
I'm sorry, guys. We're going to come back out to the panel. Caroline, thank you very much for your time. That was so good.
These women are completely out of touch with reality. And you're right, ABC should wake up. We will expose the fake news when they are fake. We will hold them accountable for their lies and smears of President Trump. I can also assure the American people that they're going to be hearing directly from the leader of the free world. And the press likes to hear that too. That's something that has not happened over the past 4 years.
As The View grapples with mounting controversy, insiders suggest that ABC is in full-blown crisis mode. With Caroline Leavitt's staggering $800 million lawsuit looming over the show, concerns about its future have reached a fever pitch. Network executives and major advertisers, once confident in the show's resilience, are reportedly growing anxious about the legal and financial fallout. What was once one of ABC's flagship talk shows is now teetering on the edge, with some speculating that the lawsuit could be the final nail in The View's coffin. As public scrutiny intensifies and advertisers reconsider their ties, the once untouchable daytime giant may be facing an unprecedented reckoning. Could this be the beginning of the end for The View?
Well, I had a different question, but it struck me that in the first segment you used the term woke, and you said that woke is what was sort of ruining everything. And I know that you're...
No, I didn't say ruining everything. I said that's why Trump could get reelected.
That's why Trump could get reelected.
Yeah.
So the term woke has been, in my view, co-opted by the right and weaponized and bastardized. And so I was surprised to hear you use the term because historically, as you know, because I think you're quite brilliant, that woke is a word used by the Black community to note that we must be aware of social injustices.
But words migrate.
So why is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing, and originally that was absolutely a great thing. Alert to injustice, who's not for that? But words do migrate. Now, I'll use any term you want. Okay. Because maybe that is a word that's triggering, and so let's not use that word. I don't know, want to call it the super far left, but don't tell me the left
or maybe the super far right.
Well, he's talking about the left. Well, then
okay, but we talked about that. I mean, I think we agree about the danger of the super far right, and I can't say it enough. I think they're the bigger threat. But don't tell me that the left hasn't changed. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when it was the conservatives who hated the Jews.
Yeah.
Okay. that was a joke. But,
Too dark, too dark.
Well, maybe it is, but it's true. I mean, you know, if I had any doubt that I was right about the change that's happened in the left, watching people protest for a terrorist organization like Hamas, that straightened me up pretty quick.
Many critics argue that platforms like The View claim to encourage open discussions, but consistently shut down or ridicule conservative voices while protecting liberal figures. Leavitt's lawsuit isn't just a legal battle. It's a statement against what many see as a long-standing pattern of bias and defamation against those who challenge the mainstream narrative. The public backlash has been swift, with conservative audiences calling out the show's alleged hypocrisy, and even some moderates questioning whether The View has lost its credibility. The real question now is whether this lawsuit will force the media to be more accountable, or if ABC will attempt to bury the issue to protect one of its longest-running talk shows. If advertisers start pulling out, The View could face a financial crisis that might force the network to reconsider its future. This case could be a turning point, not just for The View, but for media transparency as a whole. Will this be the moment that finally holds mainstream outlets accountable for their political bias, or will it be another scandal that fades away? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the stakes have never been higher.
He's also good at flooding the zone. He says so much that any one thing he says gets dropped so quickly.
Exactly.
And I want to ask about this because you've talked a lot about the trial. And I kind of have the belief that this trial in some ways may be benefiting Trump in the sense that he's in a courtroom, he's not out saying crazy stuff day in and day out, immigrants poison the blood of the country and so on. And then on top of it, if in fact there ends up being a hung jury or an acquittal, I think that feeds into the narrative he's built of it's a witch hunt, it's progressive judges coming after him. How do you see this playing out?
Well, I never thought they should have brought this trial, or if they did, it should be a federal case. I mean, I tore Merrick Garland a new one a few weeks ago on my show because I think they've had 4 years to do this. Where was it? Why are we coming to the end and they were able to run out the clock? This is ridiculous. The Democrats do this every time. It's so interesting. Whenever the Republicans appoint a prosecutor, it's a Republican. And whenever the Democrats do it, it's also a Republican.
Self-destructive.
I don't understand this. And Merrick Garland, he just let it happen. This trial should have been a federal case about violating election laws instead of a falsifying business records in a state case, which is very convoluted. And also to the average person, it's a case about sex.
Yeah.
You know, he was having sex with a porn star.
They don't care.
Oh, I think it makes it more juicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's...
But it was in 2006. People made their peace with it in 2016, as voters did.
Yes.
The actual affair of
Donald Trump having an affair with a porn star while his wife is home nursing their baby is what I assume he would be doing.
The growing controversy surrounding The View has sparked a significant public reaction, particularly among conservative audiences who view the show's latest scandal as proof of its long-standing bias. The backlash has been swift, with critics calling out the program's hosts for what they perceive as hypocrisy and unfair treatment of opposing viewpoints. Social media is flooded with discussions, petitions, and calls for accountability, amplifying the debate over whether mainstream media should face greater scrutiny for their narratives. Beyond public outrage, the financial implications for The View could be severe. Advertisers, who are the lifeblood of any television program, are reportedly reassessing their association with the show, with some considering pulling their support entirely. If sponsors begin distancing themselves, The View could face the same fate as other media programs that collapsed under the weight of public and financial pressure. ABC executives are likely weighing their options, torn between preserving a long-standing talk show and avoiding the fallout of a costly legal battle and declining viewership. While The View has survived past controversies, this situation feels different. If the lawsuit gains traction and advertisers start walking away, the show could be in real danger. Could this be the final chapter for one of television's most polarizing daytime programs? Time will tell, but for now, the uncertainty surrounding The View has never been greater. Thank you and subscribe. Thank you all for tuning in and being part of this conversation. Your support and engagement mean the world, and I love hearing your thoughts on these important issues. If you enjoyed this discussion and want to stay updated on the latest controversies, media analysis, and breaking news, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Stay informed, stay engaged, and I'll see you in the next one.